Let's stop lying to yourself. Let's do it right now. Your diet isn't failing because you lack willpower. It's failing because you have no sort of structure, no system, no rules. You're trying to build a disciplined body with emotional decision making. And that will never work ever. Because robots, machines, aren't built with emotion. You start strong. New plan, groceries stocked, motivation is high. Monday, perfect. Tuesday, solid. Wednesday, still locked in. Then Thursday hits. You're tired. Work was stressful. You didn't meal prep. You're hungry. Now you're negotiating. Just one meal. I'll make up for it tomorrow. I deserve this. And just like that, you're off track again. Not because you're weak, because you rely on feelings. The elite rely strictly on systems. Right now, you eat based on convenience or cravings or the environment or emotions. And that's reactive. That's letting external forces have an impact and decision on what you're going to do. That's reactive. You need to be proactive. Let me ask you something. Why is junk food even an option in your house? Why are you figuring out dinner at 8 p.m. when you're starving? Why is protein an afterthought? You're setting yourself up to fail. Then blaming your willpower? That's not a discipline issue, that's poor planning. You say, I just get too hungry. Good. You're supposed to. If you're cutting, hunger is part of the negotiation. It's part of the contract. If you're bulking properly, fullness is part of the contract. Discipline, discomfort is built in. Stop being surprised by it. You don't quit a workout because your muscles burn. So why quit a diet because your stomach growls? Hunger is an emergency. It's a signal. And most of you treat signals like threats. But really, here's the deeper issue. You still identify as someone who tries to eat healthy. That's weak language. Disciplined men don't try. They do. They act. They execute. There's a big difference between I'm on a diet and I don't eat like that. One is temporary. The other is identity based. And when you decide I'm the type of man who hits his protein daily, it stops becoming a debate. It becomes automatic. It's no longer something you need to negotiate. It's just what you do. I'm going to give you something practical. 3 non-negotiable systems, not hacks, purely a system that you just need to follow. Protein first, always. Before carbs, before snacks, before anything else. You hit your protein target daily. No exceptions. You weigh enough to know the number. Roughly your body weight in grams. You build every meal around that. And when protein is locked in, overeating drops naturally. Muscle growth increases, recovery improves. This alone will allow you to fix half of your problems. Removing any sort of friction. If it's not in your house, you won't eat it. Stop pretending you have elite self-control. Environment beats willpower every damn time. You don't eat garbage if you don't keep it in your kitchen. You meal prep 2 to 3 times at a time, 2 or 3 days at a time. You keep easy, high protein foods nearby. Greek yogurt, eggs, protein shakes, lean meat, chicken. Make discipline convenient. Make weakness inconvenient. No emotional evenings. Most damage happens at night. You were good all day. And then 9 p.m. hits, you're bored. Now you're back. You're roaming the kitchen. That's not hunger, that's lack of structure. You need a rule. Kitchen closed after my last planned meal. Brush your teeth, drink water, go to bed. Simple. Not easy, but simple. And the brutal truth about cheating: you don't deserve a cheat meal, you earn it after consistency, not after one hard day, and even then, it's controlled. Not a binge disguised as a reward, because every time you binge, you reinforce the identity of someone who is gonna lose control. That matters more than the calories themselves. Diet is harder than training because nobody sees it. Nobody claps when you say no to dessert. Nobody compliments you for skipping the drive-thru. It's quiet, private, and boring. That's why it builds real discipline. When you control what you eat, you prove you can override any impulse you have. And impulse control is the ultimate superpower. So guess what? Here's what I want from you. For 60 days, no dramatic cuts, no starvation, just high protein, whole foods 80% of the time, no random snacking, lift consistently, and sleep properly. Adjust slowly. Track your weight weekly. No emotional decisions, not even one. And where do you think you're going to be at day 60? Your body will change. But that's not the reason we did this for 60 days. By the time you're done with those 60 days, your body will look great. But what's more important is your self-trust will skyrocket. And you couldn't pay anybody any amount of money to have that inside of you. Because you did what you said you were going to do. And most men can't say that. So for right now, your diet fails because you're improvising. Stop improvising. Build rules. Follow them regardless of your mood. That's how men get lean. That's how men build the muscle they desire. That's how men separate themselves. It's not sexy, it's not structured, and structure creates freedom. So decide who you are. Then eat like him every day. And it doesn't stop. It just keeps going. Because you have no other option. And once you create that self-discipline in yourself, the world is yours. No amount of money can buy that self-confidence in yourself. You could have $1 million. You could make $500,000. You could have $1,000. I would rather take the guy with $1,000 with that self-respect and that self-trust than the millionaire who is fleeting and emotionally driven.